This is the second generation Chevy Colorado, one of the coolest trucks on the market today, but it's not for everyone. Today, we're going to take a look at this Colorado and show you why. After that, I will show you some of my favorite features, take it for a drive and give you some driving impressions, and then in the end, I will point out some of the things that you should look for if you're planning to buy one of these. The Chevy Colorado made its debut in 2004, positioned as a mid-size pickup truck to fill the gap left by the departure of the Chevrolet S10. Over the years, the Colorado underwent several transformations, adapting to changing consumer demands and preferences and technological advancements. By 2015, though, the Colorado had evolved into a sleek, modern powerhouse, offering a perfect blend of performance, style, and utility. The rugged yet sleek exterior design pays homage to its predecessors while embracing contemporary aesthetics. The bold front grille and distinctive headlights give it an aggressive stance, making it clear that this truck means business. Whether you're cruising through city streets or tackling off-road terrain, the Colorado looks equally at home. Step inside and you'll find yourself in a comfortable and very spacious cabin that obviously took many years to reach this level of refinement. The well-designed dashboard and user-friendly controls make you feel in command of the road. The seats are not only supportive but also provide ample legroom for both the driver and the passengers. Plus, the infotainment system with a touchscreen display keeps you connected and entertained on the go. Under the hood, the Colorado offers a range of efficient and powerful engine options, but I'm sorry to say, no more V8. Now don't worry, towing capacity is still impressive, making this truck versatile for both work and play. This second generation Colorado is definitely a testament to Chevy's commitment to continuous improvement. And I only have one question. Where's my next Cyclone, Chevy? And now let's take a look around where I will show you some of my favorite features. And starting with the outside, I really like the exterior design of this truck. Starting with this design here where the windows kind of like tilt up a little bit, but on the outside, my favorite feature is right here. There's actually a step, so if you ever need to get into your bed easily, just step on it and in you go. I think it's an amazing thing to have right on your bumper, a step to get right in with ease. Out back, the tailgate is pretty simple to use. There's not many features to it, and it's pretty light. I think it's made of aluminum and it's very well dampened. Now the inside is where it's at in this Chevy Colorado. Dare I say better than a Tacoma interior? It is definitely more mature than a Tacoma. I think the Tacoma interior is probably cooler than this, but this is more mature. Full of features that I like in here, and starting with the seat heaters. In this car, you can actually heat segments of your seats. You can do the entire seat or just the top. Simply press this button right here and you can select to heat up everything or just your back. I like the LCD screens in these trucks. They're a good size and have a very nice welcoming movie that plays for you. In here you have your shifter where you can put in manual and have a selector here, plus and minus, to actually manually shift your gears. Here you have some really manly buttons here for your exterior lights, descent control, traction control, and towing features. It is actually a very nicely equipped, nicely designed interior. Some of the plastics in here are a bit cheap, but you know, it's not the end of the world. I've seen worse. You have plenty of USB adapters there and in here with a lot of space in your center console. Now where you don't have space, it's on the door panels themselves. You can barely fit anything in here. These cup holders are tiny. In the back, while it's great to have this little area for you to sit, there's two seats in the back with cup holders and USB chargers. However, the space here is it's very tight. It's very tight. I mean, with the front seat set up to accommodate my size, In the back here, it's nearly impossible to fit. I would have to really spread my legs outwards to be able to sit back here. This is definitely intended for dogs and very small children. Another one of my favorite features is actually right here. This little slot in here, just hidden away in this side of the dashboard. Normally you have a little slot right up here, and on a lot of cars for you to put your little tickets that you get from the highway or the turnpike. But no, here you have it right here. You can put it in there and just put your little tickets away in a safe place. And now for my favorite part, let's go for a drive. Driving this 2016 Chevy Colorado Z71. I gotta say, guys, I am pretty surprised by this car. I like the finishes. They're not obviously luxury, so I'm not looking at it from a luxury standpoint, but it feels refined. It feels mature. The seats have this really cool looking fabric, which are easy to clean and maintain, and they look very nice. Everything the right quality. Feels like a premium vehicle, actually. Quite surprised by that. I tend to like this interior more than the Tacoma, for instance, or the Ranger, in terms of, you know, the quality and the maturity of the interior design and feel. Now, what I don't like is that this feels like a very big truck for what you get in here. The cabin doesn't feel that big. The things in here don't feel that big. The space, how they use the space doesn't feel that very efficient. If you know what I'm saying. For instance, you have here your cup holders, very small, and there's no way to change that to make them bigger. The seats in the back are tiny. Even on other extended cab vehicles, you can fit people back there quite comfortably. Not so much here. You know, the transmission shifts nicely, the engine response is good, brakes are adequate, and you can opt for the Duramax diesel engine in a lot of these. Those are probably gonna end up being collectible items just because of the Duramax and the diesel element to it, but they're also very capable. Visibility is great, guys. The very open spaces as you would expect from a truck like this. Now, these trucks you can get in a wide range of options: crew cab, extended cab, 5-foot bed, or the 6-foot. Now, I wonder if Chevy's going to be working on an EV version of this truck, being that now, you know, the Cybertruck is out, Ford is putting out the Ford Lightning. Now, many of you may not know, but in the 90s, GM actually had an electric pickup truck. Now, this was a lease-only vehicle because it was like an experimental vehicle, but they did have an electric version and then killed that just a few years down the road. So as I mentioned, everybody, I think that this is a great value in the mid-size truck segment. Obviously, I feel that Tacoma continues to reign in this segment just because in terms of everything, right? Reliability, durability, and you know, depreciation. Tacomas seem to hold their value pretty well, which down the road, that's obviously a benefit to the current owner. And so, but I think value-wise, for what you're getting, this is a great value. And now you're really pumped and excited to buy one of these. So allow me to highlight some of the things that you should look for if you're planning to buy one. I made a video to show you general things to look for when buying any car, like body shape, signs of wear, leaks, etc. I've also created a checklist so that you don't miss any steps. The link is included below, so use that as your starting point. But now let's dig into things to look for this car specifically that I think can be costly repairs. Now, keep in mind that it's never a bad idea to bring along a car-savvy friend with you who is familiar with these vehicles to help you look for things. If you have one that you have your heart set on, I would also recommend that you get a PPI, a pre-purchase inspection done by the dealer or an experienced shop. It'll be the best $200 you spend on the car. And also be sure to discuss the current issues that we're going to be talking about in this video with the current owner. Now, the things that we're going to talk about apply to all models, Chevys, Colorados, unless I specifically state otherwise. Right, so let's jump right into it. Now, the first item I want to talk to you about is right underneath here, the transmission. Now, there's some owners have been reporting problems with these transmissions, including rough shifting vibration or hesitation. So always look for delays, jerks during gear changes, unusual noises, or warning lights on the dashboard. However, it's not always very clear cut with these vehicles. Some years have certain issues that are mechanical, others are just a programming. There's actually a recall out there for 2017, 2018 plus model years. I would make sure that you are very comfortable with what's going on with the transmission. If you are looking for a more reliable model year based on mechanical issues, the 2015, early 2016 models seem to be the best with a 6L50 transmission. Those seem to be the ones with the least amount of problems. But it's not always very clear cut. Be sure to discuss the situation, the maintenance with the current owner, and investigate further if you do notice some inconsistencies with your transmission, because it could be low on transmission oil, or it may just need the software to be reset. So be careful with this one. And moving right around to the front wheel hubs. These trucks are prone to early failure on hub bearings, causing noise vibrations, especially on modified trucks with larger and heavier wheels and tires. So in order to identify this, make sure that you're not listening to road noise and thinking that this is a worn out hub bearing. That's number one. But if you hear a humming sound or like a grinding noise coming from your front tires, definitely get your front wheel hub bearings checked out. Next item I want to point out has to do with your engine. Stalling or rough idling. A common issue reported by some users of these trucks is stalling or idling roughly. So pay attention to irregular idling, stalling when coming to a stop, or when the engine, you feel it running unevenly. These engines are equipped with variable valve timing and direct fuel injection. Both are very expensive systems to repair. So I don't want you getting into one of these and shortly after have to replace those very expensive direct fuel injectors. Next item I want to talk to you about is the water pump. Some 17 plus model years with the V6 are prone to have water pump issues. So make sure that you look around for any leaks, coolant leaks, or any issues with your temperature rising more than the normal operating temperature on 17 plus model years equipped with a V6. Electrical problems. Electrical issues, including problems with the infotainment system or power accessories, have been reported. So keep an eye out on malfunctioning displays, intermittent electrical failures, or unexpected glitches in the vehicle's electronics. Some have reported not being able to get the car in gear, or the key not releasing after putting the vehicle in park, or all the lights going out for a split second. Faulty fuel level sensor. Some owners experienced inaccuracies in the fuel gauge readings due to a malfunctioning fuel level sensor. So monitor your fuel gauge for inconsistencies or sudden stops, and be cautious about running out of fuel. HVAC system problems. Some drivers encounter issues with the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system, or HVAC. Pay attention to inadequate heating or cooling, strange noises from the HVAC system, or a lack of airflow. Excessive oil consumption. A small number of owners reported having higher than normal oil consumption. So check the oil level and look for signs of oil leaks or burning oil, such as blue exhaust smoke. Be sure to also ask the current owner about oil consumption. Brake system concerns. A few drivers experienced brake-related issues, such as premature wear or abnormal noises. Listen for squeaks or grinding sounds when braking, and monitor the brake performance for any signs of reduced effectiveness. Recalls. The best option to find out recall information is to go to your manufacturer's website. In the US, you can also visit the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Both links are included below. For either option, enter the vehicle's 17-character VIN number, and this will provide you with a list of recalls for the vehicle you are looking into. There are several recalls for the Colorado that should have been performed, including safety items. This search will indicate if they need to be done or not. Another item I want to point out to you all is rust, especially for the northern state vehicles. So always look underneath along the frame rails, look along the rocker panels, open both doors and look for rust in these areas. What tends to happen is rut, grime, rocks, etc. hits the area, scratches the paint off, and starts to develop rust, especially in these areas right here. Look along the frame in the back towards the bed, and inside these different areas, there's usually rust in these areas. That's it, folks. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you find this video helpful and informative. If you did, please subscribe, give me a like, comment below. It may help other people as well. And don't forget to share and subscribe, because I've noticed that 99% of you watching are not subscribed to my channel. Now, why is that? What do I need to do to get you to subscribe? Because my goal is for this year to get to 50% of you watching subscribe to my channel. Please go ahead and subscribe. Thanks. See you in the next one.